You're going to be your habits and rituals. You better get a habit and a routine and rituals that serve you, because if you show me what you're going to do, because here's why, under pressure, you'll always go back to your habit. So you've got to have habits, rituals, and routines that serve you. The next thing is this: you better think about something huge that you want to do with your life, that grips your heart, that makes you want to get out of bed every single morning, that's massive. And it should be right now, whatever just occurred to you, it's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. And make it big, because that's going to be the compelling vision of your life. It's going to get you moving. Okay, that's at least for me, a massive, significant part of my life. And then lastly is, don't listen to people that are going to tell you that you can't do it. Don't listen to haters, don't listen to naysayers, don't listen to people that give you advice that tell you to slow down, or you shouldn't do it, or you can't do it, or the time's not right, or any of those other things. Those are dream stealers. They were sent to you to see if you'll overcome them. They were sent to you to test your resiliency. And if you can overcome that, if you just discard all of that stuff and you get clear on those other things, you've got a really good chance of doing something great with your life.
But that's with everything, right? In life, people emulate the end result, not the process. The end result is what they see, and they emulate that. And it's like, you know, these free throws. Before Kobe scored that 61, that day.
You were there?
That day he was practicing. He practiced his whole life. Are you willing to put in that sort of commitment? Are you willing to practice your whole life?
What is pressure? Pressure's a single mama trying to make ends meet. Father gone somewhere, she don't know when he coming back. Pressure is someone in the hospital right now fighting for their life. Pressure is a dope fiend shooting up because he's lost all hope, and he's feeling that needle in his arm, or her arm is going to allow he or her to escape for just a moment. That's pressure. That's a game, man. This has a scoreboard up. This is a game. That ain't pressure.
What one day in your career would you relive?
None of them, because I live for today. And whatever's happened in the past, I leave there. I don't even go back and watch fights that I've had, ever. I don't relive the past at all, because it's gone. I know I can't get it back. And I'm almost obsessed with time. I've got a real obsession with the way it evaporates and the way that 1 minute we're here and it'll go like that, bang. So I live for now. Tomorrow, not promised to nobody. Yesterday can never get back. So today, I enjoy today and I live for today.
Listen, if you think a lot of money will make you happy, you never had a lot of money before.
So what do you value now? What's at the top for you to value?
Me, my children, my whole barometer of life. Yeah, that's the money I'm not.
Social media is a great thing, and it can also be toxic.
Extremely.
Meaning this. Do I got social media? Absolutely. But do I keep it on my phone? No, I don't. You got 24 hours in a day. 8 hours you sleep, right? And most people work a 9 to 5. So 8 hours you working.
16 hours.
Okay, so we have 16 hours. We got breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So we'll be at that's 19. It take you an hour to get ready. So we had 20 hours. So you guys cannot spend 4 hours going talking about, oh, they lying. Oh, I like this photo. Oh, they faking. Sending photos to other people. Y'all got to get focused. I'm where I'm at because I'm focused. Tunnel vision. I'm focused on what I got to do. Y'all got to have a game plan.
I'm aware that a lot of people lecture to me and watch me and may look up to me and think I'm a certain kind of guy, I'm a good guy. But they have to understand that I'm not worthy of praise. Only God is worthy of praise.
It's true.
And they do these things. I look at YouTube and I see guys have Mike Tyson Immortal, Mike Tyson God, and I'm not worthy of that.
You are, Mike.
Hey, stop. I know me. You can think what you want, but I know. Not for somebody to praise me or anything, no. I'm always just Mike. I was one of those people that worship people because I had nothing. Imagine how low I had to be to worship a nothing. Somebody that's nothing, and I worship them.
I just look at the people out here in the world today. And a lot of times we cry, we complain. We complain about things that's not really important. We always worry about who got the most, or who got this and who got that, instead of just staying in your own lane worrying about what you got. So that's what I try to do. I try to focus on Floyd Mayweather. I don't try to get in nobody else's lane. I'm not jealous of nobody else, and that's what I do.
You got 2 ears and 1 mouth. Listen twice as much as you speak.
Yeah.
You got to hear with your ears, you know. Or you got to hear with your eyes and see with your ears.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Yeah. Because everything I see, I understand. And everything I hear, I look at.
Yeah.
Now I understand what that means. I understand the metaphor of it all.
The money doesn't mean that much to you.
Nah, listen, I know loads of people. I know billionaires and I know millionaires and I know people who ain't got all. And the most unhappy people are the richest ones. That's a fact. That's true. So all you people out there, yeah, listen to that. I've got billionaire mates and they're very unhappy. They're never happy. If they found 100 grand on the floor, they wouldn't make them happy. They'd be looking for the next one because enough is never enough. They're always chasing more. And no matter what they achieve, they're always trying to go again and try and make more. But for me, I'm happy. I'd be happy if I lived in a council flat up there in a tower block. I don't really care because I don't need a flash house or a flash car for someone to like me. If they don't like me, then f*** them.
You may have heard this once before, but it doesn't take much strength to pull a trigger. But get up in the morning and work for a living. In my opinion, that's the real tough guy. And remember, the choices you make will shape your life forever.
I just didn't want to live anymore. I was happy to die at 27. I was happy to finish, that was it. Nothing or nobody could bring me back. Not my wife and kids, didn't care about nothing. Every day I woke up, I just wanted to die. It's a crazy way to be, but only people who understand, like, who's been through depression and all that sort of stuff will understand what I'm saying. And when you're so down and every day you wake up, even if it's sunshine and it's grey and you're negative all the time, and you're infectious, you infect people who are around you, make them negative and down, and you push everybody away and you just want to be left alone, like in a dark corner and left alone. If you had your arm chopped off, then people could see it and they know you've got a proper injury. But with you being mentally unwell, you can't see in someone's brain. So I could be here now and I look okay, but I could be hearing voices in my mind, or I could be going back and forth with my own self. I don't know, it's one of the worstest things that I've ever experienced, like being punched in the face or grueling training or whatever has happened to me in my life. Nothing could ever compare with mental health struggle.
I know this, I don't accept disrespect, I do not tolerate it. But I never have to because I give everyone my respect first.
Yeah.
You gotta really just be having a bad day. And then, with the plateau that I'm on now, I'll walk away.
Yeah.
Because what I'm going to do, you ain't worth what's going to come behind it.
And love is...
So the best thing for me to do, if I foresee a problem or something that could potentially be a problem, I'm going to vacate the premise.
That's what's wrong with most of our athletes today. We don't practice to be great. We don't practice to be dominant. We practice to practice. What do you mean by that, Prime? I'm glad you asked. We practice counting the number of periods. We practice understanding how much time we got left. We practice just to get through practice. We cutting deals in practice. You go soft, I go soft. We don't practice to be dominant. When I ask you, what was your purpose of practice? You ain't got no answer for me. I'm gonna ask you, what is your purpose of practice? I don't care if you practice at work. I don't care if you practice with your relationship. I don't care if you practice in any endeavor you choose to do. What is your purpose for practice? I practiced to be the best ever. So every time I walked on that field, I had a purpose for my practice. True.
Have you made a lot of money out of your music?
Money? I mean, how much is a lot of money to you?
Yeah, that's a good question. Have you made, say, millions of dollars?
No.
Are you a rich man?
When you mean rich, what do you mean?
Do you have a lot of possessions? A lot of money in the bank?
Possession make you rich? I don't have that type of richness. My richness is life, forever.